You know, maybe way back in video 1 I should have made this perfectly clear. I love this Titebond 3 glue. When I first started using it, about a couple of years ago I guess, I tested it out and it really is waterproof. And I really love this glue and I'm going to continue to use this glue. I'm not trying to put it down. I want to make this perfectly clear. And another thing that I want to make perfectly clear is that I know that my table saw top will rust very, very easily. If I was to put a sweaty hand on it, it would rust. I'd have to wipe the sweat off. Otherwise, the next day I'd have a handprint. It rusts really easy. However, I was thinking about that, and then I thought, well, it's not stainless steel. I guess it's going to rust. And then I remembered the little knife that I had been using, to trim off those rings. Well, it is stainless steel. One time I forgot to wipe all the excess glue off the knife, and the next day I had to clean it up, and I noticed that there was corrosion on that stainless steel knife. Well, that's got me thinking again. Maybe that glue is, in some way, corrosive. However, if you take a look at the bottle, nowhere does it say that it's corrosive. At least I can't see it. So I know that there's probably somebody out there who's thinking, well, if he knows that his table saw rust by pretty near just looking at it, why is he so excited? Well, I guess I'm not really excited. I'm just curious. Why is it that when the glue feels dry, it's still rusting my table saw? So I'm thinking, well, perhaps this type of stainless steel isn't actually all that stainless. So I wanted to try something that I knew was stainless steel. We've had these old kitchen knives for over 40 years, and there's no rust on any of them anywhere. I'm putting a little drop of glue on this knife here, and we'll see tomorrow morning if there's any kind of corrosion or anything. Be kind of interesting. I'm kind of anxious to see what happens here. It's the next morning, and as you can see, the glue has dried. Now we can find out if we've got any corrosion on that real stainless steel. Well, after I remove all the residue, I do not see any sign of corrosion whatsoever on this knife. So, okay, let's go check the table saw and see what happened where we put those little chips on yesterday. Even without lifting those chips away, you can see that the table saw has darkened considerably. Something's happened. And look at this, unbelievable. Well, I don't know what it is about this glue, but there's probably something, and I don't think it's just Titebond glue. I think any kind of glue would probably do this. But this cast iron really reacts. There's a lot of corrosion or something going on there. I'm going to have to be really careful in the future not to lay anything that's damp or glued up on this table.